This is Group E, and it's round 2. And this is the Superdomo in La Rioja, Argentina, here in South America. You can see here a near-capacity crowd of almost 11,000 fans lining up to see this heavyweight matchup. Meanwhile, elsewhere in Group E, Panama and Mexico and Uruguay and Puerto Rico currently duking it out. But they are all chasing the two teams in this matchup here tonight. USA and Argentina both tied at 7-1 at the top of the group through 8 games, with 4 games remaining in round 2. And you can see that it won't take much for one of these teams to qualify. As a matter of fact, the winner of this game will indeed qualify and punch their ticket to the World Cup next summer. And that's why we're playing, ladies and gentlemen, for a chance to potentially take that trophy back to your host country. But you have to qualify for the tournament first. So Team USA being introduced, of course, led by the legendary coach Jeff Van Gundy, formerly of the New York Knicks. Obviously another legendary commentator in his own right. And there will be some American fans, but there will be many, many more Argentinian fans as Luis Scola, the legend of this team, gets introduced first. Luis Scola, of course, the go-to guy for this team through, well, he played in 7 of the 8 qualifying games, comes in averaging 17 points per game, about 8 rebounds. So Luis Scola can always be counted on for his production. But he's also been getting a lot of help from this new generation of Argentinian basketball players. Luis Scola, obviously, kind of the one remaining talisman of the golden generation from Argentina. But on this side, you're going to keep your eyes open for Lucio Redivo, number 25, the 24-year-old, almost averaging 15 points per game after 4 qualifying games. Meanwhile, Nicolas Racino, who can also be seen in the Basketball Champions League, also averaging double figures. And now we will have the national anthem for both teams.
We start with the anthem of United States of America.
And you see their coach, Jeff Van Gundy, as well as his assistant coaches, John Thompson III and Mark Leslie Fox. And now we'll listen to the anthem for Argentina. very proud rendition of the national anthem. Again, 11,000 seat arena. They believe it might get filled up to 13,000 to watch what could be a potentially classic game, a rematch of the 2017 Americas Cup final that saw Argentina up 20 points actually in that game before USA fought their way back. And Reggie Hearn, the one surviving player from that team, obviously USA known to cycle guys in and out. But here in La Rioja, we'll see if these 9 new faces of USA basketball in terms of their first appearance in the qualifiers, including guys like Tyler Zeller, who's obviously played in the NBA for quite a while, currently a free agent. It's also seeing the first appearance for DeAndre Liggins, the former Kentucky player, very athletic wing, bringing a little bit of defense and leadership. Meanwhile, the referees for tonight's game, Marcos Benito from Brazil, Michael Whelan from Canada, and of course, Carlos Peralta from Ecuador. And we'll get the rosters for both teams here shortly. And there will be a couple familiar faces and some new ones as well. Joel Berry from the South Bay Lakers currently, but obviously formerly of the North Carolina Tar Heels, the most outstanding player in the March Madness tournament a couple years ago. But Reggie Hearn definitely needs to get a bit of a shout out. He was voted the 2018 USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year, and he'll be coming off the bench tonight, as we'll see Travis Trice in the backcourt with John Jenkins, and in the front court of Richard Solomon III, Julian Williams-Washburn, and Tyler Zeller inside. Williams-Washburn replacing Darnell Stokes at the last second. Meanwhile, for Argentina, of course, Luis Scola, 39 years old now, but still counted on. Nicolas Laprovitola will also be another big player for them. And the starting 5 for Argentina sees those two in the front court alongside Marcos Delia inside, the UConn Murcia player. And then the backcourt of Nicolas Bracino. And then the old man, the veteran, Paulo Quinteros, who hadn't played for Argentina since back in 2011 at the FIBA Americas Cup. Some people thought his international career might have been over, but gets the call up to play in 2 of the biggest games for Argentina in these qualifiers, as they have a chance, obviously, to punch their ticket with the victory here at home before again playing on Sunday against Mexico. Meanwhile, USA will be back in action over in Uruguay on Sunday. And there he is, Jeff Van Gundy, who has really taken his job in a masterful way. Obviously, Greg Popovich, the head coach of the senior men's national team when it comes to the tournaments, the championships in the World Cup and the Olympics. Meanwhile, Sergio Hernandez has done a great job with his team selection, giving a chance for young players to break through internationally, but also knowing that he can count on some of the older heads to provide, again, that experience and that leadership in these key games. Meanwhile, we're going to have a moment of silence out of respect for Patrick Baumann, the former Secretary General of FIBA, also IOC member, did such a phenomenal job promoting the sport of basketball internationally. Passed away recently in Argentina, actually, here in Argentina. So we're going to pay our respects by showing a moment of silence to Patrick Baumann. So obviously it's been a tough period for FIBA, losing one of their most influential people in Patrick Baumann, but he'd be very proud to see the results of what this World Cup qualifying campaign has grown to be, with so many basketball fans getting a chance to watch their national teams playing competitive games that mean something. They mean a lot, actually. Obviously, a chance to play in the World Cup, but then After that, the World Cup determining who goes to the Olympics. And it all starts with these qualifying games. And of course, the longer you get to stay in the qualifiers, the more chance the home side gets to see their favorite players play. It's really been great. It's game day 9 of 12, so there will still be a couple more games, but this will be the last home weekend for Argentina. And we are now live and underway. The opening tip going to the US of A, and Travis Trice running the point guard duties. As he's defended by La Provitola. Trice finding Zeller, and it's stripped away. Scola, in partnership with Delia, able to get the steal. Here's Quinteros over to Scola. We expect a lot of the offense to go through Scola. Meanwhile, the lob inside. It's a nice recovery defensively there by Richard Solomon III, able to get the block. Meanwhile, Trice pushes the tempo, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Argentina. The referees decide. Trice looking for Solomon in transition. So USA will inbound the ball on the baseline in a 1-4 set. Trice looking to get the ball to Jenkins, and it's going to be a 5-second violation. Some phenomenal defense there by Argentina, denying any entry pass, and it leads to the early turnover. The USA already back-to-back turnovers in the first couple of possessions. Not the start Jeff Van Gundy would have hoped for. And there's a strong drive, but he can't finish. Racino. Meanwhile, Trice looking to push again. Catch and shoot 3, and that's Williams Washburn knocking down the first field goal of the night. Washburn, the 6'8" forward of the Austin Spurs. G League champion last year, gets the first basket of the night for Team USA. Here's Scola posting up. Solomon looking to defend him. And to strip away, the possession will remain with Argentina. We apologize for the technical difficulties. At the moment, USA the 6-0 lead as Travis Trice knocked down a 3-point shot. So 2 threes for Team USA in the early going. So an early 8-0 lead as Tyler Zeller knocks down a shot off the rebound, offensive rebound, and Argentina yet to score in the first few minutes. We are back live. Apologies once again for the technical difficulties if you lost the signal. But just to bring you back into the action, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. USA currently up 8-0. Meanwhile, three-pointer underway, no good by La Provitola. And Joe Barry, the second in the game there, number 5, pushing off. Had a couple substitutions. John Jenkins getting the ball inside to Eric Moreland. And Barry back up top. Pulls up at the elbow, knocks down the long two. Joel Barry with his first basket. And USA with a tremendous start after the first couple turnovers as Argentina calls a timeout, looking to stop this early run. But USA 10-0 despite turning the ball over in the first couple possessions. And once again, the one major advantage USA has in this game is their depth. And they're able to bring guys off the bench like Joel Barry, who was a proven winner and scorer. Getting a chance now to play for his country. Meanwhile, explains to these guys how they need to adjust.
Un tiro de ellos, primero quizá por ajustar demasiado.
Ahí va, si estás en la pantalla te tenés que mover.
Va,
tenés que saludar, tenés
va,
que
para ir adentro.
Ahí estás.
Pero la propasa.
Vamos a no quedarnos, a no quedarnos.
Y entra la
selección argentina arriba.
Para que sea él el que alimenta acá.
Really struggling.
Es el que trae a Luis.
Pressure defensively from Team USA. But Scola currently 0 for 2, Quinteros 0 for 3, Racino 0 for 2, and then Delia and La Provitola both 0 for 1. So all the players in starting 5 have had a shot attempt. And no one has been able to knock it down. Meanwhile, La Provitola again looking for Scola. Barry pokes the ball away. La Provitola looking inside, and it's going to be a foul called as Delia was able to get Moreland on his back. You see there Reggie Hearn checking into the game as well. So Delia will head to the free throw line with a chance to give Argentina their first couple of points. So on the floor now for Team USA as John Jenkins comes out of the game. Joel Barry, Reggie Hearn, Chason Randall, and Williams Washburn. Meanwhile, Delia still unable to knock down the free throw. So Argentina remains scoreless as we approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. 0 for 2. So there is literally a lid on the basket for Argentina, unable to score even at the free throw line. Here's a high screen from Hearn. Barry the handoff. Randall draws the defense. Good ball movement. Hearn takes the 3. No good. And Scola tips the rebound out to Delia. Meanwhile, Redivo now in the game, looking to provide an offensive spark of some kind. But a foul on the left side as Joel Barry looking to put the pressure on La Provitola. So Argentina will inbound here in the box set. And it's another reach-in foul by Barry. So he picks up 2 quick fouls in a matter of moments. It's also Team USA's 4th team foul. So the next one will put Argentina on the free throw line. Meanwhile, Argentina yet to foul, but they're also down 10. Here's Scola. Oh, strong footwork, and again, unable to make the layup. So that lid will stay on for at least one more possession. There's a drive. Scotty Hobson also in the game for the first time. Barry, nice cut. And the floater is up and good Good connection there between the former Volunteer and then the Tar Heel. And Barry, 2 fouls, but also 2 baskets. Now with 4 points. Meanwhile, Randall putting the pressure. Inside to Scola. Moreland all over him. Scola able to kick it out. La Provitola for 3. Finally, they hit it, and the crowd roars as Argentina on the board. And we'll see if that can start building the momentum, give the fans a reason to get into this game. They've packed up this Superdomo. Meanwhile, Moreland backs in, sweeping left hook. Nice move. Eric Moreland, formerly the Detroit Pistons, currently a free agent, former Oregon State Beaver. Showing they've been working on this in Houston at training camp. USA had a tough training camp with a couple days in Houston, looking to qualify here tonight. Meanwhile, Scola gets his first field goal. And it's 14-5 now. Still in favor of Team USA. Meanwhile, Barry the quick 2. Not really a great shot there. Scola the rebound. Argentina half pushing. Oh, nice behind the back move. La Provitola. He can't squeeze it in. Odelia able to catch it. The quick hands by Hobson, and it eventually goes out of bounds off of Argentina. So it is a turnover forced by Team USA. You see this last basket here by Scola, who's still at 39, just a proven scorer, currently playing over in China for the Shanghai Dragons. As Travis Trice checks back into the game. And we're also seeing Franco Giorgetti for the first time. Giorgetti with his 4th game of the qualifiers. Obviously, Argentina having a few more familiar faces, though they have played 22 players throughout the qualifiers, including 3 new ones here tonight. All that being said, USA have had 37 players suit up in previous games, 9 new faces tonight. So 46 American players so far have graced the floor in a Team USA jersey. Obviously, that's by far the highest number for any team. Meanwhile, 15 seconds on a shot clock for Trice and USA. It's going to be Randall catch and shoot on the wing. 3-pointer, no good. And a big rebound as Brucino skies up for it. Meanwhile, La Provitola gets inside, finds the helps defense. Racino, oh, nice cut with a pass not on the money for Redivo. Redivo now to Scola. Oh, Zeller gets there for the charge. And Scola is furious. Tyler Zeller able to rotate in time and get, yep, he's outside that semicircle. Feet were planted. So it's a bang-bang play. Obviously, Scola feels like Zeller was still moving. But that's going to be the first foul on Luis Scola. As Trice makes him and the defender slip. And Fagiano able to come away with it. Meanwhile, Scola, oh, the great ball movement. Look at this, look at this. Look at this, 3-pointer by Redivo off the beautiful passing from Argentina. As the ball went around the horn a couple of times before Redivo knocks down the 3. And we always say the ball has energy, especially when it moves around. Meanwhile, here's Hobson, strong drive, takes off. Zeller might have been out of bounds. Meanwhile, great block, and Argentina running back the other way. Fagiano inside to Scola, who has the mismatch on Hobson, draws a foul, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2. So despite their early shooting woes, Argentina down 6, potentially 4. As you take a look here, this last play, as the ball moves around, and Redivo, there was no question that was going in. Meanwhile, you can hear the echo of the clapping in the arena. The energy here is just electric. Scola at the foul line, unable to convert on the first. As you see Hobson reaching in. So 0 for 2 for Scola, but the rebound by Brucino, and he gets the putback. So Brucino ensures that Argentina doesn't come away with an empty possession as Hearn sets a cracking screen in the backcourt. And here's a double high screen. Zeller for Randall. Randall unable to convert the shot. Argentina 4 on 3. Fagiano inside to Scola again. Quick spin. And the help side by Trice pulls the ball away. Here's Hobson. Oh, swatted away by Brucino. What a block. Chase down material. And that will be on the highlight reels as Brucino channeling his inner number 6 Team USA, the LeBron James block there to ensure that no fast break points comes on that particular opportunity. Meanwhile, still plenty of time for Team USA on the shot clock. Hearn over to Trice, who pulls up into a 3. Too strong. Zeller there for the offensive rebound and can't finish the putback. So Argentina really buckling down on defense after that early 10-0 run by Team USA. Argentina responding with a 10-4 run of their own. And here's Scola again. Oh, Zeller, left-handed swat. And that's what he's there for, to offer some rim protection, the 7-footer. 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We'll take another look here at Brucino. Timed it perfectly. Volleyball spikes it out of bounds. There's Fagiano, the double screens for Redivo. And they're going to call it an illegal screen, so an offensive foul will go against Argentina. We'll see if they give it to Scola or Giorgetti. And it's going to be on Giorgetti, so third team foul for Argentina. As Fagiano applying the pressure on the backcourt on Trice. And Argentina playing good pressure, actually. Meanwhile, Randall can't get quite away from Fagiano. Here's Hobson, elbow pull-up. Oh, beautiful looking shot there, mid-range variety. Scotty Hobson providing a nice spark off the bench. His first points. Meanwhile, shot clock turned off. Scola on the block. Redivo out of the double team, knocks down his second 3. As Redivo spotted up once Scola. And Hobson has to put it up. Didn't recognize that the game clock was winding down. So Team USA only up 16-13 despite an early 10-point advantage. But after the first quarter, it is Team USA up 3 on the road here in Argentina.
Comunicación externa de la caja que la entrega a la familia Moyano de la camiseta autografiada por los muchachos de la selección argentina. La familia Moyano es de Mar del Plata y ha viajado especialmente a La Rioja porque resultaron felices ganadores del sorteo realizado en el evento Basket en Familia, organizado en el barrio de La Cava por la caja y de Human Safety Net. Felicitaciones y muchas gracias. Allá la remera de Campazo.
So you can catch all of the basketball highlights, updates, and FIBA World Cup qualifier news, including up-to-the-date stats, up-to-the-minute stats on the World Cup qualifiers app on your smartphones, iPhones, Androids. And you see there Team USA with a 3-point lead. The rebounding numbers are even. At the moment, Team USA shooting 37% from the field. Meanwhile, Argentina not faring too much better at 31%. Meanwhile, Argentina knocking down 3 3-pointers. USA coming into this game as one of the leading 3-point teams, just with 2 points. You can check out some of the highlights of that first quarter. That saw Joel Berry leading the way for USA with 4 points. as 6 different players have scored for the Americans. Meanwhile, for Argentina, Redivo with 2 threes leads the way with 6. La Provitola with 3. And then Scola and Racino with 2 points apiece. That add up to 13. So, second quarter about to get underway. Here again at the Superdomo. These 2 teams, 7 wins, 1 loss each. USA currently at the top thanks to a few different factors, but whoever wins tonight's game will be not just at the top of the group, but also will punch their ticket to the World Cup in China next summer. So much on the line here as Redivo takes another 2, and he's just been on fire since coming into the game. 8 points, 3 of 3 shooting for Lucio Redivo. Meanwhile, Barry back in to run the point alongside John Jenkins, who takes a mid-range shot, and it bounces around. Shooter's touch for Jenkins, the shooting guard out of Vanderbilt, formerly the Atlanta Hawks. Also on the floor, Cameron Reynolds, number 14, and Eric Moreland, number 11, who picks up the foul there. No basket for Redivo. And then finally, Scotty Hobson rounds out the 5. Over for Argentina, it's Brucino and Delia, the only 2 starters, as Scola gets a break. Meanwhile, Fagiano and Giorgetti, who have provided a lot of energy off the bench already despite not scoring. And of course, Redivo, who has the 8 points off the bench. And here's Redivo again, who finds the beautiful pass to the corner, and Fagiano unable to hit the 3. Barry, the rebound. Over to Jenkins. And the nice shot. Oh, never mind. It's an air ball. Cameron Reynolds short on the jumper. Here's Brucino, the long wing. Again, good ball movement. Redivo can't hit this time. His first miss of the night. Hobson looking to push. Steps into a 3. Knocks it down. Scotty Hobson looking like a scorer out on the court. Former Tennessee Volunteer back in the Bruce Pearl days. Here is Racino coming off the baseline, and it's going to be an illegal screen as Hobson and Giorgetti collide. Meanwhile, second illegal screen committed by Giorgetti. And again, this is just his 4th game. Only plays about 7 minutes per game. You see there, wasn't quite set, which is part of the reason he fell over, was off balance. So Redivo heads back to the bench. And Maximo Fierup checks in for the first time. Fierup, the 6'3" shooting guard, who's played actually in every game of the qualifiers so far. He's one of 4 Argentinian players to do so, alongside La Provitola, Delia, and Saiz, who we haven't seen yet. Meanwhile, here's Williams-Washburn over to Jenkins. No good on the 3. And it's a foul, a loose ball foul, battling for rebounding position. So Sergio Hernandez calling out the plays. Fagiano running the point. The fans getting back into it. And it's going to be a 3-pointer. Giorgetti, no good. Jenkins, the rebound. A little in and out dribble. Jenkins keeps the dribble alive. Reynolds gets the ball poked away. And he finds Barry in the corner. No good. Washburn on the tip. Rebound, unable to come away with it. And back the other way is Fierup, who crashes into traffic. No whistle. Although there was a block as well by Solomon. Barry coming off 2 screens. Finds Reynolds, puts the ball on the floor. And can't finish the running hook. Meanwhile, Jenkins, top of the key 3, in and out. And the rebound's knocked out of bounds by Reynolds over to Argentina. So Van Gundy continuing to shuffle the lineup, looking for A couple players who can kind of get into a rhythm. 8 players on this roster with NBA experience for USA. 11 players with G League experience, including 9 current ones. But obviously the first time a lot of these guys were playing together. So it's always going to be a transition period. You see the field goal percentages. Both teams not really shooting the ball well. As we have a foul over, again, on Team USA. Their 3rd team foul of the second quarter. Second foul on Richard Solomon, the 3rd. As La Provitola checks back into the game. La Provitola, who averages 11 points per game, 4.5 assists and 3 rebounds. And you can see why, as right off the bench, doesn't hit the layup, but Delia able to get the tip in. And the 6'9" center out of UCAM Murcia. It's a 4-point game now. USA just managing 21 points so far. Williams Washburn. Here's Trice. A good deflection by Delia. And it's saying that Trice tried to get it back and got his fingertips on it. So it's a turnover by the Americans, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. It's been a struggle shooting for both teams. Argentina 7 of 23, just 3 of 10 from 3. Meanwhile, USA 9 of 26, and also just 3 of 12 from 3. So both teams struggling to hit the outside shot. They've both managed to secure 17 rebounds apiece, and there you get, there again you see the field goal numbers. But for Coach Van Gundy, he does talk about how he's happy to play anywhere from 10 to 11 guys that might get between 10 and 22 minutes. But will that give enough time for players to get into the offensive rhythm? That's been the struggle so far. Absolutely winning 5 points. Meanwhile, Argentina, Scola usually leads them in minutes around 26, Racino 25, and Pacify 23. The Devo 4th in minutes at 22. So those guys will usually get most of the minutes in every game. There's also that continuity between the players. So La Provitola in the yellow shoes will continue to run the point guard position. And Quintero's also in the back end, number 11. Meanwhile, La Provitola knocking down the wing 3 off the dribble. And Nicolas La Provitola cuts it to a 1-point deficit. He's now got 6 points on 2 threes. Trice looking to respond, knocks down the jumper of his own, and that's a 3-pointer as well. So a quick response by Travis Trice. Meanwhile, Quinteros, he'll take a turn. Can't make it 3 straight threes. And Zeller, another tough screen in the backcourt as the Argentinian players not communicating to the guards. Meanwhile, Hearn off the offensive rebound can't knock down the 3. Zeller looking to keep it alive, knocks it out of bounds. So Scola will check back into the game. You see that La Provitola 3. Very Juan Carlos Navarro-like. Meanwhile, Travis Trice, you see all the fans there packing out the Superdomo here in La Rioja. La Provitola over to Fierrup. And Fierrup with a nice move and scoop finish. So Maximo Fierrup with his first basket, just 21 years old, youngest player on the roster for Argentina. Youngest player in the game for that matter. And Randall now, another Hearn 3-pointer. This time it's good for Reggie Hearn. Again, the 2018 USA Basketball Male Athlete of the Year. playing in his 6th game here in the qualifiers. As Scola spins right off of Hearn, and we've seen that for a number of years and a number of tournaments. Luis Scola back into the game and making an immediate impact. Meanwhile, Hearn feeling confident, but bricks that three-pointer. La Provitola, a little crossover, steps back. A little two-man game action with Scola. And the tough shot contested by Zeller, but it's right out to Fierrup, who steps in for the two-point mid-range bank shot. And that's a confident basketball player right there. Looking to attack the glass. Meanwhile, Quinteros called for the reach-in foul. So the action has definitely picked up. We knew it was going to be a highly contested game. USA 1-point lead just under 4 minutes to go in the second quarter as Washburn checks out. That brings Scotty Hobson back in. Once again, the fans looking to energize their players. Here's Randall. He'll take another three. And again, three-pointer off the dribble. The three-pointer has been such a weapon for Team USA throughout the qualifiers. This time, Chason Randall knocking down his first field goal. And it's a turnover as the pass not on the money. Meanwhile, Team USA now 6 of 17 from three. Starting to heat up here in the second quarter. Here's Randall again. Zeller setting strong screens. Randall takes a bump, no foul called. Argentina comes back the other way. In the corner, spot up three, Quinteros off the mark. And numbers now for USA as Barry almost traveled. Instead, Hearn missing another three. And Zeller tips it out of bounds. Saw Hobson was anticipating the highlight tip dunk. As we'll see the last three by Randall off the handoff. USA 30-26 lead now. And there's Scola, free throw line jump shot. He'll make those all day long. Luis Scola, 3 of 8 now, 6 points for the leading scorer for Argentina, 17 points per game. Hasn't necessarily shot the ball great, just 45% as foul called on Fierrup. And Fierrup will come out of the game. Reynolds checks back in for Hearn. Hearn, who's not been shy, already taken 5 3-pointers, 1 of 5. He came in shooting 64% from three. Meanwhile, to steal, another inbound turnover for USA. Redivo gets into the passing lane. And La Privatola throws it away right back. Here's Barry, transition three, short. Delia, the rebound, and then the conversation with the referee. Wow, look at this pass to Scola, and one. What a feed. Beautiful Argentinian basketball, beautiful passing yet again. Scola beating Zeller down the floor, and the pass right on target as Argentina will get a chance to tie it up at the free throw line. I believe that was La Provitola with the pass over a number of defenders running back on defense. Meanwhile, Scola, you see the stat line already, but he's still unable to convert from the free throw line. 0 for 3 now for Scola. Who came into the game shooting about 63%. Meanwhile, Reynolds, he'll take the wing three, too strong. Brucino, the rebound, and finding La Privatola. Here's Scola now. On the left block, help side comes, leaves the shooter open. And this time, no good for La Privatola. Randall attacking the basket. Some good defense from Redivo. Meanwhile, Moreland strips the ball away from Scola. USA now will organize. And it's going to be a foul, hand check on La Privatola, who's not happy with the call. And we'll see if they decide to give Hobson the free throws. No, it's going to be taken from out of bounds. Once again, the 1-4 set. We'll see if they're able to inbound it this time. And again, Barry managed to get to Hobson, who steps into the top of the key three. No good. Moreland gets away with the push, but then rushes the hook shot. The ball slipped out of his hand. Meanwhile, Argentina with a chance now to take its first lead of the night. And Redivo, wow, very creative shot by Lucio Redivo, who is the first player in double figures with 10. And it's also the first lead for Argentina here at home. How does USA respond? Like that, chasing on Randall. Gets his own mid-range to fall. Meanwhile, Redivo, who moves very much like a young Jason Williams out there on the court. Not sure who else can see that, but has a little bounce to his step, no question. Here's Brucino on the other end. Draws a foul with 2 free throws to come. USA in the penalty. So they're going to give the foul to Scotty Hobson, who's looking to reach from behind. So Brucino, who came into the game about 13 points per game, misses the first free throw. Argentina 0 of 6 from the foul line so far tonight. And I will not say that's normal. They came into the game shooting 72% from the line, which is actually better than USA's 70%. And finally, the sarcastic cheer from the fans as right before the half, Argentina finally knocks down a free throw. 1 of 7 now. But Brucino, 12.7 points per game in 25 minutes. The player out of Iberostar Tenerife, who are currently one of the dominant teams in the Basketball Champions League over in Europe. As the shot clock and game clock about a 5-second differential. Trice looking to attack. It's going to be screen the shooter. No good. Now a chance for Redivo to push it, and it's a foul on Randall, which will put Redivo on the foul line with just 3 seconds remaining in the first half. So it looks like USA will go into halftime down. And of course, this is a USA team that has been beaten as they lost to Mexico in game day 5, 78-70. They have bounced back from that loss to beat Uruguay 114-57 and Panama 78-48. Meanwhile, Argentina's one loss came in game day 3 to Uruguay, 88-83. And then they responded the next time by beating Uruguay pretty handily, 102-58. So to say that that first Uruguay game was a fluke, who knows? Meanwhile, Redivo knocks down the first free throw, and a chance now to give Argentina a 3-point lead. He goes 2 for 2. A perfect trip for Redivo. Pretty much a perfect half for him as well, 12 points. Meanwhile, Randall fumbles the ball, half-court heave, no good. And at the half, Argentina 35-32 over USA. The fans get on their feet to cheer on their national team. And again, Argentina taking care of business here at home so far, able to bounce back after a tough start, down 10-0. But turn things around with a 35-22 run. As we'll take a look at the stats of this first half. Argentina 10-20 from 2, 4-15 from 3, 4-14 from 3. Meanwhile, USA struggling from both inside and beyond the arc. And also, you see there no free throws for USA yet. Definitely need to be more aggressive going to the basket in the second half. Rebounding numbers in favor of Argentina. Neither team really getting too many assists. A lot of shots off the dribble. And then you see there the fouls committed by Team USA. But none of these 7 fouls for Argentina led to any free throws for America. So we'll leave you some highlights of the first 20 minutes of action. And again, Team USA led in scoring so far by Travis Trice, who's knocked down 2 threes. He has 6 points. Scotty Hobson with 5. Team USA has had 9 of their 12 players score in the first half. We haven't seen DeAndre Liggins yet. And then Cameron Reynolds and Richard Solomon going scoreless. Meanwhile, for Argentina, a lot of that man, Luis Scola, with 8 points on 4 of 9 shooting. Also 5 rebounds. Does have 4 turnovers, however, but made it up with 2 steals. Racino, that was his lone field goal. Nicolas Laplavitola with 6 points, 2 threes, but it's all been about that man, Lucio Redivo, 12 points on 4 of 5 shooting, and really has looked extremely confident every time he's touched the ball. And he's really helped this Argentinian team gain a 3-point lead going into the break. USA did have a 12-point lead at one point, starting the game 12-0. But there have been 3 lead changes since, although Argentina only leading for 45 seconds, which has obviously been here towards the end of the second quarter, but they have the halftime lead. They've also held Team USA to 0 fast break points. Obviously a team known for its athleticism on defense, usually forces a lot of turnovers and transition opportunities. No fast break points, only 2 second chance points, and only 6 points in the paint. Meanwhile, you see there the 2 points on the fast break from Argentina, as they have 5 total. And we will be back shortly. Make sure you stay tuned in for the second half. It's going to be a thrilling one here in Group B of the World Cup qualifiers.
compartiendo tu selfie, tu foto, subirlo a Twitter con el numeral, con el hashtag ¡Esta es mi casa! Sacate la foto con tu ser querido, tu amigo, papá, tu mamá, tu tío, tu primo, lo que tenés al lado, porque viniste a disfrutar de este partido y subida para aparecer en pantalla. Ahí está, vamos con la gallina de la Rioja, a bailar un ratito, con la danza. Subir un poquito, dice, dale, ahí va. Uno con el bailaje, otro con el andino. Ahí está, tenés la de Campazo, está bailando. Como para no, disfrutando de este día, de esta noche. Acá en el Superdomo, sí, movete, dale. Ahí va, mirá, toda la cámara para vos. Ahí te veo. Mirá cómo se mueve la alegría. Ahí está la gente de La Rioja. Sí, vos también, estás hermosa, Mirá cómo te mueves. Sí. Ustedes también con la bandera de Argentina. A moverse La Rioja. Mirá, los dos con la bandera de Argentina y uno de los padres. El Grand Slam con la pantalla, se ven todos. Saludá, sí, saludá. Uy, qué serio que está, Hola, amigo. Ahí están. Sí, vamos con la 22 de Argentina. Ahí están. Estamos viviendo y nos estamos divirtiendo en muy. Mirá cómo se mueve. Ese sigue estando un ratito ahí. La ovación para vos.
Welcome back to the Superdomo in La Rioja, Argentina. You see there Luis Scola, the Argentinian legend, currently with just 8 points, but they've come in key moments, helping Argentina bounce back from an early deficit. Meanwhile, Team USA struggling to find its groove. Despite the quick start, they cooled off significantly and currently shooting just 31% from the field overall. Meanwhile, Argentina managed to get up to 41%. And the next 20 minutes will dictate who gets to punch the first ticket from the FIBA Americas to the World Cup in China next summer. So far in Europe, we've seen Czech Republic, Germany, Greece, and Lithuania secure their positions over in the last window, actually, back in September. Obviously, China gets one by default, the automatic qualifications. And at the conclusion of the Americas second round games, 7 teams will qualify out of the zone for the 2019 World Cup. The top 3 finishing teams of Group E and Group F, as well as the top rated 4th place team between the 2 groups. And the moment, USA's 1, Argentina 2, both of those teams at 7-1. And then in 3rd place was Uruguay at 5-3. Meanwhile, sorry, that's 3rd place is Puerto Rico at 5-3 initially, and then Uruguay. But those 2 teams currently in the 4th quarter of their game, with Puerto Rico a 1-point lead, 54-53, 3.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And obviously, whoever wins that game will have the 3rd place spot to themselves. The other 2 teams in Group B are Mexico and Panama, who are also currently in action, as those 2 teams are 3 and 5. And that game tips off in just about 5 minutes, actually. But here tonight, first place on the line, the first ticket. And again, with FIBA's new system, 32 teams are competing now in the 2019 World Cup, taking place between August 31st and September 15th in China next summer. And if USA qualifies, the men's national team will be competing in that tournament with eyes on the 2020 Olympic Games. As of the conclusion of the FIBA World Cup, 7 teams will qualify for the 2020 Olympics. Japan, the host country in Tokyo, will automatically qualify, and the final 4 nations will qualify through FIBA Olympic qualifying. But here's the World Cup qualifiers. It's Travis Trice for Team USA, Tyler Zeller, John Jenkins. Here's Washburn, and he gets the first mid-range jump shot that dropped for him. The former UTEP player has been very aggressive, playing in the Spurs farm system over in Austin. Meanwhile, Redivo now in the starting lineup, and that's him now. Catch and shoot 3 on the wing, no good, as he replaces Quinteros in the starting 5. La Provitola trying to put the pressure on Trice. Here's Williams-Washburn, Zeller, baseline jumper, no good. Redivo coming away with a rebound, looking to push. And I get it, getting his first minutes as La Privatola knocks down another 3-pointer. La Privatola now with 3 threes for all 9 of his points. John Jenkins off the quick catch and shoot. Zeller gets the offensive rebound, and his lefty hook doesn't fall, but they're going to call a loose ball and foul. Richard Solomon picks up his 3rd. The 6'11" big man looking to battle for position, as we see again here in transition. I get it. A couple extra passes. Scola knew right away that he wanted to skip it from inside out to La Provitola. Took his time, lined up the jump shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Here he is again on the other wing. Oh, look to nutmeg Zeller, but bounces off his foot out of bounds. So 9 seconds on the shot clock for Argentina, as they run a set of double screens. Racino couldn't quite get it to Scola, and it goes out of bounds over to Team USA. So the play almost executed to perfection. Meanwhile, Reggie Hearn back in the game for USA. Hearn has been the most reliable scorer over the qualifiers for the Americans. Here's Williams-Washburn, and it's going to be a foul on the perimeter, as I get it, who's playing in his first game for Argentina in these qualifiers, a 30-year-old. Didn't get a chance to get into the first half, but starts the second. Here's Trice off the screen. Can't knock down the long-range shot. Argentina 4-point lead, a chance to add to that. Oh, the hook pass. I get it. Scola, La Provitola. And a lot of hands digging. Meanwhile, I get it. Takes the long 3. Knocks it down. +7 now for Argentina. And I get it. Making his presence felt. Meanwhile, a legal screen. Reggie Hearn looking to set up John Jenkins. It's going to be an offensive foul and a turnover. So we'll take another look at this. I get it. Catch and shoot 3, top of the key. And again, USA knew about the tall task ahead of them, playing Argentina on their home soil. Meanwhile, turnover numbers for USA. They haven't had much transition yet. Here's Jenkins. And again, it's another missed 3-pointer. Meanwhile, La Provitola, his head up, gets all the way to the cup and finishes. And that will lead to a timeout as Argentina now with their largest lead of the night, 9 points. They've come out here in the third quarter gunning. It's been foul. So USA down 9. Trice still running the point. He's got Moreland, Hearn, Randall, and Washburn in the lineup. Good defense there from I Get It. The kick out. Here's Washburn for 3. Again, no good. And there's been a lid on that basket for both teams. First Argentina to start the first quarter, now USA in the third. Meanwhile, La Provitola, and that would have brought the house down. Meanwhile, USA struggling to get the rebound, able to come away with it. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Randall, and a good delivery from Trice. And again, those are two players who have played together. Only 3 other players, Randall, Trice, and Hearn, had any experience in the qualifiers, and 2 of them connect there. Meanwhile, Racino unable to finish after the nice drive. And the ball goes out of bounds over to Team USA. Here's Randall. Just a screen from Moreland. A nice cut by Hearn, and it's back-to-back layups for Team USA, who, again, have not really attacked the basket, still yet to shoot a free throw in this game, and we've played almost 25 minutes. And that's usually not something you see with Team USA, who keep teams usually on their back foot, as I Get It can knock down the 3 this time. Nice move here from Trice. He takes a tough runner, and it's no good. Scola with another rebound. Provitola, I Get It, open again. Knocks it down this time. Make that 2 for 3 from beyond the arc in the third quarter. Pushes the lead back up to 8. Meanwhile, Randall stops and pops below the free throw line, can't convert. Went for the steal. I Get It. And La Provitola, little 2-man action. Meanwhile, Scola comes up. Oh, what a pass, but good read by Hearn to poke it away. Here's Hearn, nice feed to Moreland, and it's another strip. This time Brucey able to rip it away from Moreland. La Provitola spots up in the corner, too much space. Can't finish, and then commits a foul, trying to chase down his own shot. The fans still appreciating the hustle and effort as we see the last 3-pointer by I Get It. Who once again, this is his first time playing in the qualifiers. 6'8" power forward out of Quinta. And Quinteros comes back into the game, replacing Redivo, who's been a little bit quiet over the last few possessions. The ball been more in the hands of La Provitola. Meanwhile, Joel Berry, who gave the Americans a nice spark off the bench in the first half, comes back in. Here's Randall. Reynolds putting the ball on the floor. And another foul committed, this time on Quinteros. So Randall able to get Quinteros off his feet with the pump fake. Draws the 13th foul on Argentina. Meanwhile, Barry looking for Reynolds. Moreland fumbles the pass. Has to put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. And it's an offensive foul as Moreland kind of bullied his way and knocked over the defender. So after making the pass, wasn't able to stop his momentum and commits the offensive foul. Meanwhile, Tyler Zeller only getting a short break and comes back into the game. Zeller, who 2 points, 10 rebounds, but just 1 of 4 from the field for the former Milwaukee Buck. Here's La Provitora again. Quinteros. And once again, La Provitola looking for the long-range jumper. Very fortunate to not commit a foul. Here's Hobson. Takes another 2. It's another missed shot. Team USA settling for the outside jump shots, but unable to knock them down. Meanwhile, Scola in and out. Quinteros. And they're going to call a hand check foul on Chason Randall. Argentina still up 8. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. USA only managing 38 points so far. Only 6 here in the third. They had 16 apiece in the first 2 quarters. And another foul, which will send Quinteros to the free throw line as he was able to get around his defender. And he'll get a chance now to get his first points of the night in 10 minutes of action, which will also be his first points of the qualifiers. And you see the matching tattoo. And the fans applauding Quinteros for his first point. He's 0 of 6 from the field, but so far perfect from the free throw line. Goes 2 for 2 and gives Argentina the double-digit lead. And again, USA, no free throw attempts as of yet. Randall takes the bump, and finally, points in the paint have been hard to come by for USA. Randall, though, with 9 points to lead the American scorers. See the nice move there. And Scola double clutches and finishes at the rim. After La Provitola was able to drop the defender. And a block by Brucino. Numbers now for Argentina. Quinteros, as Barry rips it away, does a good job of preventing the basket, but another tremendous block by Argentina, who have shown that they've been able to play some tremendous defense here, not just in spurts, but consistently. As you see, Racino, who defensively has been everywhere, just 3 points, but has 4 rebounds, and now that's his second block. Obviously had that chase down block in the first half, the highlight play. Here's Scola again. La Provitola, another 3. No good this time. Hops in the rebound. And he turns it over. Racino, breakaway, takes off, two-handed slam. And that's a big-time moment for Nicolas Racino. A lot of momentum going in the way of Argentinian right now. Fans making noise. And it's a turnover. Zeller unable to deliver it inside to Hobson. And USA really struggling now. Argentina, a chance to add to the 12-point lead. Again, looking to get the ball to Scola around the free throw line. This time he comes out top of the key. Racino, he's feeling it. He's feeling it. Knocks down the three-pointer. And he waves his arms into the sky. Racino now with 8 points. Making some big-time plays. And again, the defense from Argentina is suffocating Team USA. You see Racino after the block, got the steal, got the dunk, then got the three-pointer. And that's why he is one of the premier players in the Basketball Champions League. We have a whistle before the ball is inbounded. As you take a look at the fans packing out this 11,000 seat arena. So 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. I get it, picked up the second foul. Jenkins right into the game, can knock down a jump shot. And Quinteros with a nice catch. Strong drive, Racino this time unable to finish. Here's Trice, who's looking to find Tyler Zeller, but the Butterfinger hands leads to a turnover. So 15-point deficit. Last possession of the third quarter as the game clock and shot clock pretty much identical to the point where they take the shot clock off. Here is Scola, Racino for three. Of course, bangs it in the corner tray. And it's now an 18-point lead. Nicolas Racino, what a quarter for him. Knocking down 2 3-pointers, making defensive plays, and of course getting the breakaway dunk. He's now got 11 points on the game. And more importantly, Argentina have an 18-point lead after a 23-8 quarter. Pushes a 3-point halftime advantage to this current 18-point advantage. And the problem with Team USA, when they don't have the chemistry or the familiarity, not sure who Jeff Van Gundy thinks he can count on. These are not guys who've had the experience of being down and coming back. Reggie Hearn, the only player from that team a couple of summers ago. In this hostile environment at the Superdomo. So the referees talking it over as we see that score. We knew it was going to be a tough game for the Americans, but Argentina has really brought it here. Looking to move to 8-1.
World FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
Meanwhile, in the other Group E action, Uruguay with a 63-60 lead, 4 seconds remaining in that game against Puerto Rico. As we take a look at the stats, you see Argentina starting to heat up both inside and outside the arc, and still USA 0 free throws attempted in this game. We'll take a look at some of the highlights, but we're about to start the fourth quarter as well. So Argentina will get the first possession. They'll obviously look to take up a lot of clock throughout this quarter. Meanwhile, USA has to pick up the pressure defense as he just did there, Randall. And a good screen frees up Quinteros, who goes inside to Scola. Oh, the ball movement again, Quinteros. Surprisingly, it didn't go down, but they do get the offensive rebound. As Fagiano into the game as well. Scola turns it over. No, gets it back. Quinteros for 3. Of course, another one. Just when you thought they would turn the ball over, they get the open 3. And it's now a plus 20-point lead for Argentina. As a strong drive and answer, Reggie Hearn, finally a free throw for the Americans. It only took 30-plus minutes, but Hearn will get a chance to complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And Hearn, you see there, goes right at Scola. And he knocks down the free throw. So finally puts an end to the Argentinian run. USA was down 21. Obviously still down 18. 9 minutes to go. It's 2 points a minute if you do the math. But when I get it, is open. This time it doesn't fall for him off the nice pass from Fagiano. As Trice pushes it, and they're going to say that the ball was on the way up. So Trice able to draw another foul. More free throws to come now for USA. As you see him kind of pick up the speed once he crossed half court. And the block from Racino just in time to not be a goaltending. First free throw is good for Trice. USA, of course, looking to get points in a hurry. Meanwhile, Argentina will look to execute and take their time. You see there the stat line for Trice. 8 points and 4 assists. Here's Scola. You expect him to get a lot of touches. I get it. There's always someone open. Fagiano this time, and he hits the free throw line jumper. Trice again looking to push. Backdoor cut. Hobson couldn't quite catch the ball. Here's Hearn. Him and Hobson going back and forth, and a tough, nice little push shot, kind of a hook shot there from Scotty Hop. And he's been quiet in the second half, but finally gets his third field goal. 7 points for Hobson. Giano skips it over. I get it. Scola. And I get it. As Hobson skies in for the rebound. Trice coming back the other way. And they're going to call a holding foul on Fagiano. So already the third team foul on Team USA. Sorry, on Argentina, as we get a timeout on the floor. Just around 7 minutes left here in the fourth. Meanwhile, still 1 second in the other game where Uruguay up 64-62. So we'll see if Puerto Rico has time for 1 second to make it a miracle. And in the third and final game of Group B tonight, let's take a look at the top scorers for Argentina, 4 plus double figures. But the other game, Panama, currently up 14-3 over Mexico. So they've gotten off to a great start at home. Well, Sergio Hernandez, again, explaining how he wants the tempo to be played. At the moment, as we mentioned, Team USA, no players in double figures yet, though a few on the verge. Meanwhile, for Argentina, 4 players already in double figures. The Divo still leading the way with 12, but now La Provitola and Racino with 11 apiece, and Scola has been more of a facilitator, running the offense through him. He does have 10 points and 9 rebounds, but also has 4 assists and 3 steals. As you saw that last bucket from Hobson. USA will get a chance to inbounds here. Scotty Hobson, who plays for the OKC Blue, alongside Richard Solomon III, actually, from this team. As Trice, the nice step back, and he can't get the 2 to drop. Hearn knocks the ball out of bounds. 63-47. Just over 7 minutes left here in Argentina. It's Brucey. You see the quick ball movement for Argentina. And a foul, first team foul of the fourth. And that has been the difference with Argentina. The ball movement, the player movement. It's led to a lot of open shots. Meanwhile, USA settling for a lot of contested jump shots. Quinteros, I get it. Giano steps into it, and he's way off, just a bit outside. As Hearn will inbound over to Trice. So USA not using as much of their bench in this game as they have in the past. As Moreland gets straight inside and can't create a chance for the three-point play, but he will head to the foul line. Moreland so far with 2 points in the game. Meanwhile, Luis Scola, you see him. He's been playing at the senior level since the 2002 World Championships. Also, first time playing for Argentina was 1995 for the junior men. So he's been had a chance to wear the blue and white stripes for many, many, many years, as a loose ball foul will be called on Argentina, battling for the rebound off the free throw. That's 5 team fouls in Argentina, so we'll see if they get them free throws. Moreland, who just missed a pair on his last trip. And it's not looking too promising there for Eric Moreland. 0 for 3 in the last 5 seconds or so. Does have 8 rebounds. But he misses both again. 4 straight missed free throws. And it's going to still stay with Team USA. So they've got a number of opportunities on this possession but haven't been able to turn any of them into points. And it was a foul, actually, going for that rebound. So more free throws. The foul was called on Scola, as a matter of fact. They're going to take a look at the monitor to make sure they get the right guy for the foul. So we'll probably take a look at the replay. And it seems like the official has seen all he needed to see. You see there, Scola using that left arm to hold Reggie Hearn back. So that's where the foul was called, or committed for that matter. And Hearn will step up to the free throw line. He's 1 of 1 so far. So now the 5th and 6th free throws of this trip. And finally, one falls for the Americans. Again, they have time to get back into this game, down 15 now. Over 6.5 to go. Obviously, need to start knocking down some threes as bodies fall, and another block by Brucino. Meanwhile, 3 American players, and Brucino, oh, the strip by Jenkins gets called for a foul, but what awareness by Brucino. Bodies flying all over the place. Stays focused, prevents the easy basket. It would have been the 4th offensive rebound off a free throw. As you see there, Hearn had a chance for the putback. And then on the other end, Jenkins gets part of the arm and gives Brucino a trip to the free throw line. Hearn coming out of the game. He's had a tough one here tonight. 3 of 9, 1 of 6 from 3. As Brucino, a little strong on the free throw, and backs all the way out to the three-point line to kind of regather himself. And he misses both, so free throw struggles on both sides. Argentina 5 of 13, USA 4 of 9. They get that high-low inside to Hobson, who goes to work and gets a quick 2. Had the mismatch over Redivo. It's now a 13-point game, and you think about those missed free throws. La Provitola, what a pass. Delia is met at the rim by Zeller. They call a foul. Good recovery, though, by Tyler Zeller to not give up the dunk, as he somewhat lets his feet there and then seemed to have caught him with the body. Tyler Zeller committing his 2nd personal foul. And another missed free throw, this time courtesy of Marcos Delia, who's 0 of 3 himself. And he gets the 2nd one to fall. So Brucino, Delia, each 1 of 4 from the foul line. Scola 0 of 3. And a good pressure defense means Barry will have to attack. They go to Hobson, spins baseline, strong take, blocked again by Delia. Zeller can't get the putback, and then a tough fall as that looks like Giorgetti. You see Zeller flies in for the rebound, can't quite get it over Delia, and then Reynolds knocks over Giorgetti. So 2nd foul on Cameron Reynolds. 4th team foul on Team USA. Both teams in the bonus rested away. Meanwhile, Redivo, no good, and it's been a quiet quarter so far, both sides. USA with a 10-6 advantage, but a lot of fouls. Meanwhile, Zeller, again, looks quite slow out there on every catch. Unable to convert after a nice pass. Here's La Provitola. Splits the double team. Finds Delia. Shot clock at 5. And the sweeping hook, what a shot. Nicolas Laprovitola once again under no sudden rush. Cool, calm, and collected, 13.7 assists for the 28-year-old point guard out of Zenit St. Petersburg. Oh, Reynolds got away with the travel. Here's Hobson, in and out, can't finish the layup. Racino, rebound and push. And the fans feeling confident here. There's Laprovitola again. Gets, behind the back pass, but it wasn't on the money. Jenkins back the other way. Reynolds transition three. That's a big shot for Cameron Reynolds. And USA leaves the door a little open. Or should I say Argentina leaving the door slightly open. Reynolds with his first basket and points of the night. Here's Rediva. Oh, the nice pass. Delia and one. They call Zeller for the push in the back. And just when USA needed a stop, Argentina gets a basket off the nice feed from Redivo. So timeout on the floor, which gives a chance for these fans here in La Rioja to make some noise as they see their home team up 15 points and just about 4 minutes away from earning a spot and qualifying for the 2019 World Cup in China.
Tenemos que bajar los cinco. ¿Okay?
See the bench points. They do favor Team USA, but it hasn't been enough here. So Delia can't convert the three-point play, but the ball bounces off of Reynolds. And he gives Argentina a chance to add to their point total. And it's another layup for Laprovitola, who, in my opinion, has been the man of the game so far. Meanwhile, the soft pass by Trice intercepted. And these fans can definitely feel it now. Up 17, near the 3-minute mark. Scola has been on the bench for most of the fourth quarter, and they haven't really needed him. Laprovitola, nice pass and another foul. There's everything going through the hands and the mind of Laprovitola. You see there the quick rip through, gets all the way to the reverse side. He's been doing it in Russia. He's doing it in Argentina here tonight. First free throw is good for Delia. And again, Laprovitola, who leads the game in scoring with 15 points, also 8 assists now after that Delia free throw. Delia goes 2 for 2. Again, USA will be back in action on Sunday against Uruguay. Meanwhile, Trice nearly another turnover. He takes a tough step back and knocks down the long two. Meanwhile, Argentina playing Mexico on Sunday. Trice now in double figures with 10. Poked away by Reynolds. La Provitola pulls up, and the ball's gonna go out of bounds off the miss. So Trice for the Americans, the first player in double figures, 10 points. Team overall just 22-66 as Brucino gets a nice hand from the crowd as Fierup comes back in. Brucino, who pretty much played the entire second half so far. He's at 33 minutes right now, leading all players. Meanwhile, Trice gets another quick two. Redivo, who has been quiet in the second half, and a foul committed by Reynolds with just 5 seconds on the shot clock. Not a smart foul. That puts Redivo on the free throw line. So it looks like Argentina will climb up into first place and move to 8-1. Handing Team USA their second loss of these qualifiers. Redivo knocks down the first free throw. Argentina, who's really found their stride lately. They lost to Uruguay in game day 3, haven't lost since. Beat Puerto Rico 106-84 last time out. Also beat Mexico 70-74, and of course they'll replay Mexico on Sunday. It's another turnover as the Americans just struggling in all aspects right now. And they're going to start to bring out the Oles. La Provitola with Washburn all over him. Oh, the pullback. Oh, the handles, La Provitola. And it's not going to count. That would have been the icing on the cake. But it came just after the shot clock expired, as he put a couple of American defenders in the blender, but just mistimed his move half a second too late, or else I guarantee you that would have been a top 5 play. Might still be. Meanwhile, the quick three, no good that time, as Solomon can connect. And the fans start singing. USA down 17. Here's Reynolds looking to go one-on-one. We've seen too much of that. Redivo elevates up high for the rebound. And once again, the man of the game, the man of the match, La Provitola, will have the ball in his hands. And he draws a foul. Again, Cameron Reynolds unable to stay in front. And you can just feel the energy in this building. Everyone in sync. People capturing this moment. A little bit of revenge for Argentina after going down to Team USA in the FIBA Americas Cup final, getting the silver in that tournament. And that was a game that Scola did not play in. La Provitola did. He only had 5 points, 2 of 9 shooting. Racino had a huge game that night, 26 points. And it wasn't enough in a win, as Jamil Warney led USA with 21 points in the gold medal game. Meanwhile, La Provitola checks out of the game and gets a wonderful applause from these fans. Trice connecting on the first free throw. And again, another missed free throw. Meanwhile, the quick putback and one for Richard Solomon III. And it's a question of a little bit too little, too late for the Americans. His first basket. Solomon, who had 4 fouls. As it Adivo's turn now to get the ovation from the fans. He was definitely the catalyst in helping Argentina bounce back from that early deficit. Meanwhile, Jeff Van Gundy and Team USA will only have a couple of nights to watch the film and prepare for the Uruguay game. Uruguay was victorious over Puerto Rico 64-62 at home. And they'll be back in Montevideo on Sunday. There's Delia. Fagiano finds Delia again. Reverse layup, no good. And another foul called on Richard Solomon. That will be his 5th. So he has fouled out of the game. USA down 16 points. Delia had a chance to add to it. Does so. He's knocked down his last few free throws now. He goes 2 for 2. And a three-pointer knocked down by Travis Trice. But again, just 10 seconds remaining, so time has run out on Team USA as Fierrup can't get the dagger layup, but the tip is knocked in. Franco Giorgetti with the second field goal. The crowd erupts into a roar as the buzzer sounds, and Argentina with a massive victory over Team USA, 80-63 here in La Rioja. The Superdomo has created a super squad right now. A tremendous victory to clinch their spot in the FIBA World Cup 2019 in China. And that does merit a little celebration. Meanwhile, Coach Hernandez being congratulated as Argentina has taken care of business here at home. You see the numbers. USA really struggled both inside, outside the arc, and from the free throw line. Argentina didn't exactly shoot the lights out, just 44% overall. They did out-rebound Team USA, who came in as a top rebounding team. You see the assist numbers. It's night and day. Argentina just sharing the ball much, much better, playing simply a better style of basketball. They've also came up with some huge blocks, especially Nicolas Brucino. And they've been rewarded with a victory. La Provitola, 17 points, 8 assists. Scola with 9 rebounds to go with his 10 points. Travis Trice, 16 points, but a lot of those coming in garbage time. You see the other stats. As Luis Scola, he's been here many, many times, yet it tastes just as sweet as the last. And you see the leading scorers, only one in double figures for USA. So once again, Argentina getting the win here at home, 80-63 over Team USA to move to 8-1 and knock the Americans down to 7-2. Obviously, America will get a chance to qualify very, very soon. So we'll leave you with some of the highlights of tonight's action. USA just unable to get any kind of run going after that first quarter. And that was probably the play that turned things around. Racino with the steal and dunk to give what was at the time Argentina their biggest lead. And they made a number of key plays throughout the second and third quarters to really break this game wide open. So once again, thank you so much for tuning in and witnessing Argentina getting this major victory to clinch their spot in the World Cup in China, 80-63 over Team USA. We will be back with more FIBA World Cup qualifying action over the weekend. Make sure you tune in. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Que puede definir absolutamente la clasificación. Si bien hoy diría yo podemos darla como un hecho.
Y además, David, a tener en cuenta